Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Losers Bracket Round 3 match of TheMichi versus MrMario. I'm Shanambra and I'm your restreamer for today, and in the commentary booth with me I have got Captain MD13 as my co-commentator, and Pilby and Eris will be our trackers for today. I hope you guys are excited for this race, because I definitely am. This is a Shan seed, so please let it be cursed. Captain, how are you feeling today?
You know, you ask, and ask and thy shall receive has been the way of the seed so far, and gotta tell you, this has been just one insane bracket series. Now, the sun has just risen around this neck of the woods here for me, but that does not mean we will not have a great MMR race. These two have been having one heck of a tournament run here. We're at lower brackets round 3, so whoever loses meets with a terrible fate and is knocked out, but yeah, this has been one of the most insane brackets I've ever seen so far.
I am very excited. Like, the losers bracket is just as stacked as the winners bracket. Upsets everywhere. You know, it's been exciting, honestly.
Indeed. Now I'm still holding out for my Fisherman's Game Required request.
Yeah, right, let's send the runners off. I'm super excited.
Indeed. So, let's take a look and see how our runners got to this position, shall we? So, Michi has been in lower brackets since round 2. Was brought down there by BC Guppy.
Wait, hold up a second. So the race has started and Michi hasn't started yet? Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, sorry.
Delay.
I'm delayed. Sorry, brain. Go on. Continue.
No, you're good.
I'm tired.
But yeah, Michi was brought down in upper brackets round 2 by BC Guppy. MrMario has been in lower brackets since round 1, courtesy of I don't know. So, MrMario's been indeed. MrMario's been fighting for his tournament life the entire brackets pretty much. We see no interest in either the clock tower or the straw roof. The straw roof, I did note, was nothing important, but sounds like the clock tower itself is probably junk. Probably like a... I don't even know what it is. It's not even a heart piece.
Let's see, what's the tree got for us? Is that bow?
I think so. Looked too thin for me to even see what it was, to be honest.
Probably the bow, then. Oh. As I like to say, TheMichi is giving Link the childhood he never had. Oh, yep, there's the bow. There we go.
Easy first projectiles.
At least you don't have to worry about, getting Tingle out of logic now. We're gonna get our hints quite early. Ooh, okay.
Indeed, I don't think Stumpy was a gilded chest.
Let's see. Ooh, big chest in Grass Grotto. Shocker, big chest in Termina. Wowie!
Alright, we got stonks on the expensive Tingle purchase of 100 silver rupee. And we got a bottle in the Grass Grotto.
Ugh, love to see a bottle this early.
Indeed.
Interesting that Michi is going straight for bombers. And we got Butler is dead. May he rest in peace. Sorry if you can hear my typing. My quiet keyboard died.
No, you're good. Alright, so Butler is an unrequired magic bean. I don't believe Stumpy was a gilded chest, but our quad hints here read as follows. They say that Beavers is dead as well. Unfortunate. Goron Race is also dead. That has been dead most of the seed. An unrequired postman's hat with the last letter to cafe reward is the only mention of interest. And Mountain Village Way of the Hero.
Oh, Hugo.
Maybe.
Mountain Village and LTK is dead. There we go. So we got 3 always hints, 1 Way of the Hero, and 1 sometimes hint at the moment. Oh yeah, required Darmani. Anyone?
That would be pretty spicy.
Yeah. Ooh,
that's
vanilla
actually
Darmani.
That's a check that also has not been required too often. Unfortunately, I didn't see if Michi peeked what was in. That's why bean's not required. There's another much easier one right here. So yeah, even though
Bunny hood.
that could actually be relevant right now from a logical standpoint. But yeah, because the this bean here on Observatory is way easier than the Butler bean, that's why the bean could still be Way of the Hero, but not required from the Butler specifically. Boat archery is dead.
That's our 4th always hint. 2 more to go.
All right, the Milk Road hint reads, Gossip Stones is light arrows.
Light arrows. All right. There we go. I finally rolled a required always hint.
About time. I haven't had a Gossip Stone seed in my career here in quite some time.
I think that's probably one of the first gossips required for S4. I don't think I've seen it.
It's definitely not a frequent check we've seen, for one thing, but it is hinted, so we do at least have that luxury going for us. Now, on that note, we also saw that Snowhead Temple is foolish. Now, that's a really interesting foolish here.
It's interesting because it's not foolish but a song either. There's
Indeed.
been a lot of not foolish but song temples recently.
Yeah, so the general idea to run on that is that because it's foolish, there's a good chance that Boss Blue Warp is just Lullaby, if that is the case, but it could mean a couple of other wonky things. Foolish plus song temples, or foolish minus song, foolish including the song temples is one of the weirder ones.
Yeah.
But, that would also suggest that Snowhead Temple can't be the first logically clearable dungeon. Alright, the Gorman race yields a cafe mask.
Ew. It's kind of gross. You never want to see cafe early, you know?
Cafe you can work with, although to be fair, especially this early.
Ooh, Zora mask on Madame Roma.
Okay. That gives us some stuff to do out in Great Bay. That opens up Pirate's Fortress exterior. That opens up a check or two in Cape.
Yep.
With Bo, the like is in play.
Nothing worse is an early cafe is a late cafe. That's true. And a late required cafe for required midnight meeting. Yeah.
Indeed. Midnight meeting can go unhinted and be required anyway, so watch out for that here.
Yep. Mario getting his bow finally.
Indeed, but at the rate, Mario does have the speed advantage right now, courtesy of that early Tournament of Field Bunny Hood, so we'll see if how Michi responds to this when he picks it up in a moment. Because I would wager he's not going to pass up the Tournament of Field opener. So I'm trying to think about how this opener should play out. It seems, with only a bottle in tow, with Zora Mask, you do have an interesting choice in choosing Great Bay or Swamp. Although with Zora, you can go to Swamp Grotto as well. So it does seem like Swamp Grotto might be the better idea for this second day.
We'll see.
You know what? It's about getting to that time of year where at this point in the morning, it is cold enough for the space heater.
Beep.
Yep. Curse you, push-to-talk release delay.
Yeah, system people are dead.
Indeed.
There we go. So he's gonna get his bunny hood now. Wait, was it? No, it was on P hat, so we can't get it now.
He'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. You put your space heater away last week, but you're on the other side of the world, so it's summer for you now. Or spring.
Yeah, it was pretty cold the last couple of days, courtesy of Tropical Storm Ophelia. We didn't get a whole lot of rain. Well, we're getting a bit of rain and wind from it right now, but not nearly as bad as where it made landfall. All right, I see nothing important on the business scrub, just a red rupee, while Mr. Mario will be accelerating to room key. And Michi's about to get the very interesting news that Gossip Stones are in fact required.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't on the quad hints. My bad.
No, don't soar. You need the Gossip Stones hint. I want you to.
It was the milk road. I don't think Michi's going to take too long to pick it up anyway. If Michi does not get it now, he's going to pick it up on night 3 if he does the ranch route. And checks the remaining hints.
That hint was definitely somewhere.
I want to say it was the milk. I want to say it was Milk Road.
That was either that one or Snowhead Foolish. Let's see if Postman is worth it based on getting it early.
Yeah, I can see Michi trying to rush the night 1 checks now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Break.
2 frames late.
There we go. He's got better angling this time. Gossip's Milk Road. Yeah, there we go.
All right, and it looks like the observatory chest is not gilded.
And we got a hot piece, so Bunnyhood's not actually worth anything. It's just good for the speed boost.
Ooh, I wonder if because of the Snowhead Temple Foolish that Goron Mask could potentially be late this seed.
Possibly. Because
the only thing with our current equipment keeping us immediately out of that Gossip Stones is New Wave, and it's possible that's just chilling on Skull Kid.
Yeah.
In fact, I would like to see that right now.
Goron's in PFE anyway? Exactly, so it's not going to be anywhere else, is it? Or it's going to be vanilla. I'm just saying. Vanilla.
Mount Village's Way of the Hero could be. We do have the bottle already as well, so that could be helpful for like hot spring water for Smithy 1 in case we are a little wallet starved.
Yeah. Oh, there's Goron. Never mind. Boring.
Color me, Shocketh.
So, remember that speed boost that Mario had? Never mind.
Yeah. Now, granted, Mario's not going to take too long to get that. Was that Moon's Tear or Ice Arrows? One moment, please.
Moon's Tear. Yeah.
Okay.
Too light blue.
All right. Well, we can turn that in. No sense in not doing that. All right, we got the North Clock Town hint, which also reads Mountain Village Wath.
So we're 2 transform masks in already. I'd love if Skull Kid was Sonata, just so they can't do gossips.
Oh, just to add insult to injury?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Rando has a funny way of making people angry, so...
Rando be Rando.
All right, this is our first Dodongo's check, which is not... I can't see. Okay.
The fact that we couldn't see it was like, yeah, it's dead. Goron may be a tubby boy, but we can still see past him. Snowhead Temple is foolish.
Okay, game, we'd like some actually new information here. It's still the opener.
Please and thank you.
We're missing like 6 hints already.
I know. Rough. But archery. Oh, really? It's still dead.
Yep.
Cool stuff.
Still not helping, game.
We got Mario going for his Goron mask now.
All right, so Icona Pillar, I believe, was a big gilded chest, as Michi's just discovered.
Oh, look, room key.
Ooh, that's not a bad time to get that.
Nope.
We can turn that in on our Clocktown sweep when we go back to save Bomb Granny.
That also puts Midnight Meeting into logic.
It does. That's a good point. We didn't have logical access previously. I keep forgetting about that stipulation of having to be able to get into the inn early.
Yeah.
Very interesting that runners are choosing to not pick up Moon's Tear before rescuing Bomb Grandma.
Yeah.
Although Michi does have the money he requires at this particular point, so is probably going to grab it right this second.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Ooh, big chest, underwater chest.
Very nice early Zora mask. Definitely not a bad idea to get this out of the way for a All Knights mask.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think in this case, what you do is you still commit to your day 2 in your opener, but then you turn that in when you're finished.
Yeah. It gets all of Stockpot in basically out of the way except for Toilet Hand. At this point, they can full clear. Almost.
Yeah, we're just looking for some paper, and those were bomb chews, so no such thing there.
Big bucks on the bombs, kids.
All right, Mr. Mario taking an intentional void out here.
He's just gonna get loads of dupe hints now as well.
I think Michi might actually be saving up for Bank 1 in this case. I don't think actually has bought the Moon's Tear yet.
I thought he did. One of them did.
I thought he was going to grab, I thought it was grabbing money from Moon's Tear, but I think he put some away first.
Yep, he's got the Cursed 69 rupees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was sure he bought it. See, the great thing about knowing LTK is dead, we can just save Bomb Granny and not care about anything else.
Indeed. Michi potentially preemptively bashing his head against the wall for how bad the seed is eventually going to get. We think. Yeah, this has been sort of typical. Whoopsie. Hello.
When he misses. No, get him. Get him. Nice.
But yeah, this has been...
That was squeaky. You can see he's laughing. For anyone who is actually able to watch Michi, he's got his camera on, so we can see his visual reactions to things. Alright, so let's see what the room key is.
Michi, that's staff room.
Wrong day, Michi. Okay, room key's dead.
So this has been a sort of typical Season 4 opener so far, where we get front-loaded in one particular element, but the other ones end up being a little more indirect. So for this season, it looks like projectiles and transformations early, but we're probably going to get upgrades and song items late.
Yeah. So, we've had an always hint, which is required light arrows on Gossip Stones. I'm wondering if, like, the first 2 songs are going to be, like, Storms and Healing, and then Sonata.
Well, it certainly doesn't look like it's going to be an Icona first seed, which has been rearing its ugly head quite a few times in the last 2 weeks.
That's true.
I do think it's... I think you can go either...
West.
Say again?
I think it's either west or north. It's a tough choice, and I think that is what's going to split our runners apart. Who's going to go west and who's going to go north?
Both very good plays right this minute.
But, I mean, so it could also be that one of them goes south.
I feel like North or South. I feel like North is the better play from a logic perspective because it just got put into play with Goron Mask and it leads to a song, which, if it is Lullaby or New Wave, gives you light arrows immediately.
Yeah.
So I
feel
feel
like North is the right play here because you could do Hugo as well at some point, hopefully. Like, once you get that magic.
Right, because, yeah, we're still a magic short here.
There we go. So Michi going for the bunny hood, which we already know is dead. If Midnight Meeting has something, yeah. I mean, we got Room Key so free, and we got Cafe Mask really free as well, so it's kind of like, it could be pushing you towards Midnight Meeting, but it could also just be like, haha, joke's on you, which is how it usually goes.
Actually, I'm not sure if Mr. Mario set up Midnight Meeting. I don't think he did before picking up Room Key, so I don't think he has the luxury of checking it this cycle either. You know that now Laundry Pool's going to be hinted foolish because we got a letter to Cafe hint, right?
Of course. The worst hint on the planet is getting Laundry Pool foolish with LTK foolish.
Mm-hmm. And we got a, and we did get nothing on Guru Guru, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I just saw Michi's face to getting the Gossip Stones hint.
The expression, the side eye.
The ooh.
Alright, Milk Road Tingle I don't think we've seen yet. Swamp Title Deed.
Swamp Title Deed. With some bucks to buy it. Like, okay.
We can't turn that in directly, but we can use it for toilet paper.
Yep, so there's our full clear stock put in. Like, we know where everything is to full clear stock put in.
Alright. I see where you're getting at, game.
Now, what you doing? What you doing, game?
Oh, he did set up Midnight Meeting.
Oh. Okay, we're just blind. Commentators are blind, everybody, just so you're aware. Ooh, Great Fairy Sword. Ooh, I like that.
We absolutely won't say no to that.
Absolutely. So it didn't really have anything, but, you know, a benefit to our runners, essentially. For anyone who doesn't know, Great Fairy Sword is basically the power of, you know, it's better than Gilded, which is the final sword upgrade, so.
I think its base power is 4, whereas Razor Sword that they have right now is 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're kind of just waiting for some new information at the moment. Both of our runners are kind of backtracking each other at the moment. Did we get a we did get a Guru check, yeah, it was dead.
Yeah, hence the reason why Laundry Pool could just be outright hinted foolish and we could just have a pointlessly burned foolish. Now, we've actually had a recent Laundry Pool Way of the Hero that was incredibly hilarious. Now, I'm not going to go into that too much because it is a fairly recent race, so lack of spoilers.
That was good, spicy.
It was hilarious is what it was.
Yeah. Laundry Pool Wath, absolutely beautiful. I still think that race could have gone so differently if LTK wasn't where it was.
Indeed. Now, that being said, Mr. Mario has seen that Big Bomb Bag is a red rupee, nothing of importance there. And
we're getting a swamp bush here. Interesting. Yeah. So we could see Road to Southern Swamp full clear because we got bow. I think that was Couple's Mask in the tree, but I'm not 100% sure.
It was either a Couple's Mask or a silver rupee.
Ooh, East Clocktown Way of the Hero. Shocker. Anyone surprised?
This might be a check your minigame seed.
What was... Madame Aroma had Zora.
Yes, that's true as well. But we do have the ability to check minigames this time around, so I think you still check them. Is there anything else in East Clocktown we can't do?
Gorman.
Sound check. Yeah, that's it.
And
Postman's Freedom.
Letter to Mama. Ooh. Tough break. We might have a dead LTK, doesn't mean that Letter to Mama is dead, though.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if... actually, is the Letter to Mama turn-in potential to be sometimes hinted?
No.
Oh, bummer.
That would be nice, though.
The double mail hint.
Oh, we're getting a double Swamp Archery. Let's go. Our runner's on the save brainwave right now. Like...
Swamp makes Swamp makes a lot of sense right now because you have the bow to do Swamp Archery, you've got the bottle to heal Kome, and you've got Zoromas to check the grotto. So the only thing you can't do is check the song pretty much and go to Deku Palace.
Yeah. I mean, oh, double dead Swamp Archery. Delicious.
Well, you'll take the refund at the very least. Neither runner, I believe, has gotten Bank 1 ready to go. Did MrMario get that upper scrub?
No, I don't think he did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Rush Day 2 Woods, yeah, then you do on Light's Mask, like... It's, Yeah.
And MrMario definitely just missed that scrub again.
He can do it. There we go.
Okay.
He got it. Ooh, Keaton. And another silver rupee. What is with Tingle today?
Stonks?
Stonks. Wait, I have an emote for that. Hold on. I have emotes for this stuff. Thank you to one of our commentators, actually. Perfect.
Alright, couldn't quite see what that was on the tourist center. Is it a sword? It might be Gilded Sword.
Huh. I mean, it's free. I wouldn't be surprised if to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Michi grabbed it, because he hasn't got Great Fairy Sword yet, so...
Indeed, definitely not a bad idea to get this now.
Tingle just openly money laundering.
Ooh, Road to Southern... nice Road to Swamp Foolish game. We could have used that like 5 minutes ago.
Thanks game. There you go.
Ooh, something in Day 2 Woods, though.
Ooh. Smithy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't really have the means to get any way to unfreeze the smithy at the moment, so we're gonna have to take a hold that one off potentially.
But at least it's in an easy location, right? Like, it's not... I mean, it's a bit annoying to route in. You have to be on Day 2 in order to do it, but...
Right, yeah, that could be a problem later. Ideally, our runners would get either lens or fire arrows plus magic to deal with this problem before the end of the day.
Ooh, Camaro. Hello. Now we can dance. We can dance our sorrows away.
Alright,
Crystal, I see you blaming Alka for where the wallet is, but what if it's you? Hot spring water out of logic? Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to do. Like, our runners could easily go and grab the hot spring water out of logic, but then it could just screw with the seed too much.
Yeah, you definitely want to be really careful when making those out of logic plays in case it is especially valuable progression, but at the same time, it is Mountain Village Way of the Hero, and if you're reading the logic correctly, it could help you iron out a check or two.
Yeah.
Like, say that this is actual fire arrows, then you know the seed is trash, because then you basically need Lens of Truth to get that.
Yep.
We're almost done here in Swamp. We're just missing the Swamp Grotto and the,
Still couldn't see what that was. Okay. It clearly wasn't important enough for Michi to go pick up, you know?
Fair enough. to answer your question, chat, to win the game, we have to collect the 4 boss remains, which are in their respective dungeon bosses. So it is effectively an all dungeon seed. We have to collect the 4 boss remains and the Oath to Order in order to defeat Majora. So to do so, we require, bare minimum, we need one of the song items, which is Powder Keg, Captain's Hat, or Mirror Shield. We need the 3 elemental arrows, all 3 transformation masks, and we also need Garo Gibdo and Hookshot. Garo or Gibdo mask and Hookshot.
Unless we get Well Way of the Hero, then we do need Gibdo.
Indeed.
Must hurt to play MMR. I don't know, Crystal, there was a lot of bonking in the race last night, I tell you what, right? I swear I got sent to jail like 7 times.
Oh my.
Yeah, no. Sky was baking cookies waiting for me. Oh, it was so funny. What was it? We labeled it as rated R for room key.
That's pretty good.
Alka was there. You watched that one earlier? Yeah, so you understand what I'm talking about, right? I definitely suggest watching last night's race of Video versus Equal. Oh my god. I was actually wheezing, my mouth hurt for like 3 hours afterwards.
Alright, well the All Knight's mass turn-ins include a bomb bag, so we have explosives. Yeah, this is looking like, well, it's possible we could just have New Wave or Lullaby chilling on the clock tower, and we've had light arrows in our pocket this whole time, but,
you can figure out what was funny? Just go back to Swamp Archery. That's it. That's all I'll tell you. It's just Swamp Archery.
Oh,
the first
no.
time. Yeah.
I think I know what this is turning into.
Why is Granny hiding bombs?
Good
all of the
question.
Grannies hide bombs in this game. Like, even in vanilla, literally in vanilla, if you save Bomb Granny, she gives you the Blast Mask, which is a literal bomb on your face. So...
Alright, and I do believe we just had a Bank 1 check, and it is a heart piece. And we're seeing Michi get those mini-games out of the way, so yep, definitely want to full clear your Watts in this instance. You really don't have anything else to do after you've checked All Knight's mass purchase to rush into day 3.
Ooh, Stone Mask. Very nice for Pirate's Fortress.
Actually, good time to be picking that up for a change.
Yep. So... Honey and Darling gave us nothing, but we're still going through East Clocktown because it is Way of the Hero. Ooh, big chest on Treasure Chest game. And our runners are literally in sync again. Stone Mask is the best mask.
It is definitely one of the better ones. Okay, just clip through the thing. Fine by me. Aww.
Joke's on you. You tried.
Mr. Mario's got to clip through a corner here.
Good luck. I can never do these clips.
I was gonna do the pause. Oh, was gonna try the pause buffer clip.
It's not easy. Ooh,
Michi,
what we got?
Michi with a much better maze.
Hey, look, an S4 wallet in a Wath area. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, no, Mr. Mario's just flat out. Oh, maybe not. If Mr. Mario can get past this roadblock, he's golden.
Just like that chest. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha.
All right, well, both runners saving themselves the trouble of having to take another stab at this.
Okay.
Well played, Mr. Mario. Very good recovery.
That was a very good recovery because, you know, losing Treasure Chest game is such a time loss.
And he actually
Smithy
did.
won. So Smithy 1 and Smithy 2 are now almost available to us.
Oh, yeah, that, this could be Wath to a Wath. We'll see.
Yep. And people wonder why runners get mad at this minigame. Oh god. Runners hate this minigame. But in 1.16, there's going to be an implementation of the map. Where the map is actually going to show the pillars in Treasure Chest game. And I'm like, yes, because it's part of the Clocktown map now.
Fascinating.
Yes. So Treasure Chest game is not going to be hated anymore. Grass. I love grass.
Is that a vanilla feature as well?
No, it's not. It isn't.
Interesting.
Crystal, could you tell me what it's like to touch grass, please? I wouldn't know. Same with lemons. Oh yes, lemons is also going to be in 1.16 as well, where you can see where they are on the map.
That's very nice as far from a quality of life perspective. Yeah, because the last thing you need is to have your lemons or your progression in chess game artificially delayed by just getting screwed over by bad placement.
Yeah, thank you for answering the question, FaZe. So yeah, this is standard settings. So, chest fairies are off. Chest match content. Ooh, magic.
Okay. Magic's pretty good, pretty important actually. That gives us a few more Goron mask checks.
Yep. So with S4, there are 11 always hints. This is important. There are 11 always hints. 6 of them will be hinted per race. And once those 6 are hinted, all of them, all the ones that weren't hinted are dead, right? And then there's like, what, 8 sometimes hints or something?
There's a handful of them. There's a handful.
Yeah, 2 sometimes hints will always be hinted, but that does not mean that the rest are dead. They're just not hinted. So, right. Hugo is in logic. Yes. We're almost ready to full clear Mountain Village. This is exciting.
We're gonna see what's in Doggy Racetrack. That did look like a big gilded chest, and it is.
What we got? We got FD. Lovely.
Okay,
love an early FD, don't we?
Season 4, where the wallets are early and fierce deity before it remains.
And another Gossip Stone's always hint reminder for our runners. Hugo. No combat trouble. Well, it depends, really.
All right, we got another hint that this one reads, Fisherman, get his take a mask! Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes! Holy shit! Let's go! This is what I've been waiting for the whole season. Required Deku Mask on Fisherman's game. Wow!
All right, here we go.
This is a seed that I've been waiting to roll. Let's go. Okay, I need to actually put the hint in. I've been waiting for Fisherman's game all season. I've been like, every seed, I'm like, I'm gonna roll a Fisherman's required, and it's gonna be nasty.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here for this.
Fisherman's game requires beating GBT. So it needs ice arrows, fire arrows, hook shot, Zora, basically.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be
and do it Bossa Nova, obviously.
This is gonna be this is potentially a very late Deku Mask here. Ooh. Okay.
Well, that was definitely the spicy meatball. I rolled the spicy meatball, everybody.
You love to see. I hope I didn't wake anybody up in the house just now, because it is only 8:30 a.m. This is still a tiny bit early. I think that's one of the loudest I've shouted on a comm stream in a while.
Same. I can be louder now. Like. I saw Michi's face was just like side eye.
So yeah, this. So we could be looking at an early GBT this seed. I mean, again, it's entirely possible New Wave is just chilling on Skull Kid, and we've had access to that since the start of the game. But then again, we'd also be looking for a hook shot. We're looking for a few things. And we've only got one Wath that we've dealt with. Oh, that Swamp. Oh, you know what? If there's progression on the Swamp title deed turn, that's going to be very, very late.
Yeah. See, it's really interesting, because most runners will leave GBT to last. And all runners are pretty much going to have to push it first or second temple. They don't have a choice. They can't route it in. Stone Tower Temple. Foolish.
Oh. Okay, 2 temples foolish. Deku Mask might just be the end of the chain then.
Wow.
Okay, so that to me suggests Boss Blue Warp is dead.
Yes, Storms,
Boss Blue Warp
probably.
is Boss Blue Warp is probably Storms.
Or it's Elegy. Or it could be Goron's Lullaby or Elegy.
It could be either, yeah. Yeah, GBT is definitely going to be one of the first. It's definitely going to be first clearable dungeon it has to be, actually. Because we know Deku's effectively behind GBT, and Stone Tower and Mountain Village are both, not Mountain Village, Stone Tower and Snowhead are both foolish, so yeah, GBT is hard required first dungeon. Ooh, bombs required for hookshot in Zoe Grotto. Okay. Ooh, unfortunately, MrMario missing out on the Cocoa Shack hint, which, unfortunately, I think that's the Fisherman game hint.
Yes, it is.
That is a big problem for MrMario. That is some very important knowledge that is being missed. All right.
I'm loving this seed.
Oh yeah, this is pretty spicy for a bracket seed. We've seen pretty much all ends of the spectrum here in the brackets this time around, and you definitely love to see some variety in your seeds. Boy, would that Mask of Truth have been nice to have about 1 minute ago. All right, well, unfortunately, we're just going to have to leave that for another day. Now, unfortunately, I do believe this means we're going to need 2 song items if Boss Blue Warp is going to be as dead as it is right now.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody's pushed west, but I mean, I understand with the north axis being so important right now.
Indeed, and again, it gets you a song, which at this point could just be your light arrow access.
There we go. Now we're getting a west push, even if it's just to hit the bloody owl statue. That's what I always do. Whenever I'm running a seed, I always route in west, like, super early so I can get that owl statue, and I don't care about it for a while. There's New Wave Bossa Nova, guys. There's New Wave, which means it's time for Gossip Stones.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the last thing Michi does this cycle.
That's Woth, right? Yes. So GBT is Woth for so many... New Wave Bossa Nova is Woth for so many reasons. It isn't just Woth for the temple itself, it's also Woth for Gossips, for light arrows, so...
Yeah. And it's not even a specifically a Way of the Hero, although with that knowledge, Goron Village could very well be Way of the Hero.
Yep. We are still missing one Woth.
If it is, well, it could be Way of the Hero for Gossip Stones. Hinted Way of the Hero for Gossip Stones, because if something is always hinted, it cannot be mixed in with a Way of the Hero. But
well, we already know that Woodfall doesn't have lights. Lights are on Gossip Stones, so that's already confirmed. Unless there's. We know that Deku Palace is probably gonna, or Sonata's Woodfall is gonna be one of the last temples that our runners do. Right. Because. Well, actually, no, Woodfall will probably be the second temple, to be honest, because assuming GBT is the first temple, like, where are we going to find Lullaby and Elegy? Like, are we going to get them early?
We may, because Captain's Hat just popped up on the Labfish.
Yeah. Okay.
We are seeing the Hugo check here from Michi. MrMario, on the flip side, doing the Great Bay play. Plenty to do in both directions.
Very fitting music for Final Hours. Absolutely. A little bit hectic. Come on, Hugo. Oh man. Hugo's not the Wath.
Nope. All Night's mass purchase is dead.
So yeah, it's most likely Smithy.
It's either Smithy or Healing Darmani, which would be really weird.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna probably be Smithy, but we need to find that lens in order to actually logically do it. Not that our runners can't do it. Plus, now our runners are gonna have to go back and get the gold dust again.
Well, not quite sure what Michi saw on the Path to Snowhead ledge.
This never would have happened if eggs were still on. That land title deed on Bank 2.
Okay, we can turn that in.
We can turn that in, and we can use this toilet paper.
Couldn't tell, is Clocktown Central Pillar gilded? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Oh, we got Swamp title deed, so we can do, Toilet Hand, anyway. Forgot about that. Oh, it was pendant. That's what it was. Gross.
Useless.
Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. And more money on land title deed. Okay, so that was garbage. So Michi now going to get his land title deed because he's got the gold dust to trade in.
He's got the gold dust. He's 4 rupee short, but can fix that with a little bit of rupee farming.
Yeah, well, you can literally just walk out of West and jump into the fountain and get 5, so...
Yep.
You take a nice brisk dip for some money. So, predictions for... This is for chat, and I guess for co-commentator. What do you think's on Skull Kid?
You know, it could really be anything at this point. My money is actually on healing.
Yeah.
Because of the Mountain Village Wath. That being said, because basically Great Bay Temple has to be the first clear dungeon, it is actually possible Boss Blue Warp could be healing.
Yep.
With the other dungeons being hinted foolish because Blue Boss Warp was picked up already.
So, I am blind. Where was Hookshot again?
Hookshot was in the, we just found it. It was in, Zoe Grotto.
Okay. Elder Goron, such an underrated character, you know?
Okay, choosing the thing. And Michi not going for Gossip Stones before the cycle reset. But that's okay, you can do it next cycle.
Here we go, song time. Okay, so Mario going straight for the hook, which is really good. Oop, Skull Kid's, he's color coding today. Red rupee.
Mm-hmm. So I think with this next play, the next cycle, you rush Pirate's Fortress. Because you now have Zora,
absolutely.
Gohan, Hookshot. You can toss the whole place.
You can literally toss all of Cape and Pirate's Fortress. You got everything you need. Just get it done. Get rid of it.
Under truly ideal circumstances, you get Ice Arrows, and you can at least do GBT.
In other circumstances, you know, you can also get Icona Access and Ice Arrows. And then that's East Access.
Yeah, and usually we do see Icona pretty early these seeds. Our song from the Skull Kid is Sonata.
Which is, like, the worst song you can get in this seed.
What is that? Is that another bomb bag on the, Village Ledge? Let me take another look. I think it's a bomb bag.
That's the problem. Looking at anything in Snowhead, like, in the region at night is, like, impossible. There we go. So Mario having his new wave now. So let's see. Which way is Michi gonna go now? West? Is he just going straight west? Ooh, he's going night 1, so he's gonna set up midnight meeting. He's going to do Camaro as well. Rosa Sisters.
That's
Graveyard
fair play.
has not been checked yet. But actually, that's something. I could see Michi going Day One Grave.
That's definitely not a bad idea either. That does get you a song, and you can check Kita, courtesy of that Sonata.
That's true, yeah. And he's got time to kill before Midnight Meeting, so why not? Yes, Link, please teach us the way.
So yeah, I'm still under the impression we could see healing on. We could see a non-foolish healing on Boss Blue Warp. Although, the only thing that's throwing a wrench into the works for healing on Boss Blue Orb is fire arrows. Because if that's just out in the middle of nowhere, it's possible that, well, healing would have to lock out Lullaby or Elegy, is what would have to be the case.
Double magic this early is really generous. Interesting how the seed is going.
Indeed. All right, Michi picking up that fish, which will help him net the captain's hat.
So he's setting up Scarecrow's song. I'm wondering if there was something on that ledge.
I think
Past the Snowhead, because why else would you set it up?
I do believe there was. I do think there was something of mild note, because Michi definitely did react to it on his face cam.
Yeah, he was like, he had his face like glued to the screen trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, that's all of us really when it comes to Path to Snowhead, let's be honest.
Let's see which route Michi goes down now. Is he gonna go east? I mean, he's already there, he may as well. He's getting the hook shot out though.
I think Michi's gonna go east first in order to
Oh, there was that big gilded on Path to Akana as well.
Ah, yes. I think, yeah, Michi's probably going to go east to check Kita and Graveyard, is my guess.
Yeah. Well, he can full clear it, can't he? So.
Well, without, he does not yet have Captain's Hat. He has not done Labfish.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So he would have to do Labfish first and then turn around.
Yeah, if you don't recognize it, definitely grab it. That is definitely the way to look at it, because you can tell a heart piece and a rupee. Couple's mask for that East Clocktown Wath.
Potentially. I mean, it's possible we could just be done with East Clocktown already from the Sphere Zero Zora mask, but it would still be nice if to make it worth the effort for the other checks.
Yeah. Well, we also got the wallet as well, which was
true. Although, there's not a whole lot left that wallet could be Wath for, except Smithy 1 is pretty much it.
Yeah. If Smithy 1 is Wath, then at least then we know the wallet was hard required as well.
Alright, MrMario is cutting it a little close here on in-game time, but should be able to at least pick up everything in Lens Cave and then be ready to bust out.
Mask of Truth, okay.
And we can't heal Shiro due to a lack of a Lens of Truth. Butler is dead. We knew that already. Actually, that's all of our priority hints. We are now only missing a singular Wath and a singular Sometimes hint.
Yep.
Chat brings up a good point that MrMario didn't get the Coco Shack hint, which unfortunately we know is a very vital hint right now, that it is the hinted Fisherman's game.
Yep.
So he's going to have to check on that pretty soon.
I mean, he'll most likely get that hint somewhere else, probably in Akana, but it's not the point. Like, getting it early, it really... That Fisherman's hint is vital at this point, because then it shows you what path the game is forcing you to go down. aka, you need to find fires and ice, because GBT is your first temple. Because the only other song we have is Sonata, which we can't do without doing GBT. So this game is literally forcing our runners into GBT first.
Exactly.
Unless Captains has Lullaby. But we can't complete any other temple. We can't complete any temple at the moment. We're missing so much stuff.
Yeah, the lack of fire especially is really throwing everything off here. But with Michi going after Kita, it must have been important. All right, we know it's not Captain's Hat explicitly. Let's see what this is.
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to say no to a heart container, but at the same time, it really isn't what you're looking for at this point.
No.
But yeah, I'm just trying to think of how things... What's really throwing me off is the double temple foolish, and the mountain village waft both together, because it feels to me like the spiciest thing would be healing on boss Blue Warp. The only problem is that healing has to not lock ice and fire. I feel like on the flip side, it could lock both... It could lock Elegy and Lullaby, like the other two song items. This is very peculiar.
I agree.
We are now going to see that play to Great Bay from Michi, which unfortunately is going to give him a slightly later than he would have liked Captain's Hat, probably.
Mm-hmm. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do.
All right, MrMario, on the other hand, is going to... what is this for here? This is for Gossips, so he's going to go for Light Arrows right now.
So yeah, nobody's gone to Pirate's Fortress yet. I'm going to assume that Michi's going to push it soon.
I think Michi's going to push this. And I could see why Michi's not bothering to go grab Light Arrows right this minute, because at the moment, it doesn't do jack. Because we don't have a way to shrine. We need a Garo Gibdo mask. And we don't necessarily need it for money yet, because we probably won't see Bank 3 right this minute. So at the moment, Light Arrows doesn't do us any good. And not on top of that, Stone Tower Temple's foolish. That's pretty much the only other thing besides Egos that you would need Light Arrows for. Which we can't do, again, because no mask. And no Ice Arrows, for that matter.
And no Mirror Shield.
So yeah, we're missing way too much stuff to start thinking about rushing lights.
Yeah, I personally think Pirate's Fortress is the way to go here, or Cape. Just west in general.
Yeah, this is definitely the place to be, if it's not in Graveyard outright.
Yep. So Michi going for the Labfish here.
With the owl statue in tow, Michi could also just take a detour to Graveyard and get that done, and then turn around.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think if I was Michi here, I would go straight to Graveyard, and then come back. You've hit the owl statue. You missed quite a bit. This is quite the spicy seed.
Yeah, we've got
that reaction.
We've got pretty significant items on 2 always hints.
Yeah. And 2 always hints we've barely seen this season. If at all, one of them,
Indeed.
which is Gossips. I just can't believe how spicy Fisherman's game is, you know. Deku Mask. Like, out of all the things it could have been on it, it had to be Deku, didn't it?
This is looking like a majority overworld seed. GBT may just need to be cleared for the ability to reach Deku Mask. So it does feel like this is another one of those this is one of those majority overworld seeds where there's really nothing major in dungeons.
Yeah. So we've almost full cleared East Clocktown. The only thing we're missing now is Romani Mask, Deku for soundcheck, and Letter to Mama. And Michi found Couple's Mask. So.
Alright, MrMario.
Rock.
Right, MrMario has gone for Light Arrows and retrieved those.
Time for Patrick's Rock. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Fisherman's game is sort of part of GBT, isn't it? Ooh, big chest in Pinnacle Rock. Can't wait for, like, Great Fairy's Mask. Oh, well, that's just bad. Okay.
Yeah, no need for that today.
Yeah, we got our wallet. Sorry, Mask of Sense, not today.
Now, Mr. Mario, I do believe still has time to turn in that couple's mask, so he could do that right now, but it looks like he's pulling out the horse.
Yeah, I mean, he's got captains, so why not?
Indeed. And it looks like Michi's just about done here with Pinnacle Rock, so we may see him turn around for Graveyard. Let's see what he decides to do here.
No. He's probably just gonna full clear Pirate's Fortress, okay, right?
Yeah,
this
makes sense.
You can do day 1 grave on day 2, right? Because you don't need to do it on day 1, it's just easier.
And we are seeing Michi invert here in order to try and preserve this Night 1, actually, on the idea. I would wager that this is an idea that to try and save for a Graveyard after clearing out PF.
I don't think so. I think it's because he set up Midnight Meeting.
Could be.
So, Goron Mask was on Swordsman School. Zora was on Madame Aroma in Office, and Deku is on Fisherman's Game.
Yeah, so the masks we have now, transformation masks we have now are both Sphere 0.
Alright, what's Kludge got for us? A hot piece. Cool.
Nothing of importance there. Alright.
Ocean Spiderhouse chest is dead. There's our other sometimes hint. So we're just missing a waft now. But I'm just gonna assume there's something in Pirate's Fortress at this point. Like, there's no reason why there wouldn't be.
Indeed. Alright, big gilded here. Time lost book, thanks.
Epona is given to the runners at the beginning. It's a Sphere 0 item. It's a starting item.
I thought for a minute that Michi had a different jingle specifically for the Bomber's Notebook, but no, it's just because one instrument didn't work in the jingle.
Wow.
Alright, doesn't sound like there was anything else down here.
Nope. Interesting, Michi's going for sewer first. Usually most runners go interior first, but that's fair. This is getting exciting now. What song do you guys think is on Graveyard? I think it's Lullaby or Elegy.
I feel like the major question mark right now is healing. So this could very well just be healing.
Yep. Ooh, Small Gilded. Is this Letter to Mama? Hey!
And here I thought I'm the one who doesn't call this trash on purpose.
So there, we can now almost, we still don't have Romani. We can almost full clear East Clock Town.
Yeah,
even though I think it's already fulfilled at this point, but we can't debunk it until we fully clear it.
Yeah, I'm under the impression at this point that Boss Blue Warp is probably Elegy, just because Deku Mask is going to be so late to the party, and it's needed for Stone Tower Temple.
Oh, there's our other wallet. Shocker, guys.
Actually, maybe it could be either Lullaby, Elegy, or Healing. It really could just, it's still a toss-up.
It could be Oath to Order for all we know. It could be.
No, if it was Oath to Order, then the dungeons wouldn't be hinted foolish.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Graveyard again. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. Graveyard could be literally anything.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Oath.
I mean, we need it.
Cool stuff. It's just one of those songs you look at it and go, why now? Like, the only time where Oath to Order is actually wanted is when it's the last song you're looking for, right? But when you get Oath any other time, you're like, why are you like this? Why do you exist right now?
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get that interior check now from Michi. So Mr. Mario, unfortunately, not finding anything else of note in Graveyard, unfortunately, so he's not going to be getting up any time on the, getting any time up on Michi here. Oh, dear.
Well, I mean, unless he finds something in day 2, but day 2's out of logic without lens, so... Ooh, another big chest.
No, this could just be lens right here.
Oh, lens!
There
Hey,
we
look
go.
at that.
That's me calling this trash on purpose. That's a weird spot for lens, actually. That puts Smithy in logic, actually. That's a very big deal.
Yep, Smithy is now in logic.
So, if I were Michi in this position, I would finish your clear of Pirate's Fortress, and then once day 2 starts, go check the, go get the gold dust, and check, and, well, first unlock Smithy. Then go get the gold dust and check, Smithy 2. So get both your Smithies out of the way, this cycle.
Oh. Yeah, hook shot chest had nothing, so do you wanna talk about the bees?
Not really. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, the last thing you really do want is to, you know, I can't even come up with a good line. I just haven't had good experiences with bees.
Thank you. I was waiting to see how long it's gonna take. Bees?
But yeah, it looks like Michi's invert here is definitely paying its dividends worth, because he is able to drag out this first night long enough to finish up the Pirate's Fortress clear and then finish up other Night 1 affairs.
Yep.
And I see Mr. Mario going back for the Swamp Title Deed here.
They're not wasps, they're bees. Bees. Even if they are wasps, they're bees.
I'm still calling them bees anyway.
You can't tell me what to do, you're not my mom.
There's still something else of note down here.
Ooh, Pirate's Fortress is stacked, shocker. Oh look, Arcana access, nice, nice, nice.
Ooh, so this may be Michi's inclination now to go get light arrows, because this does put Shrine in logic.
What was it Midnight Meeting for a Great Fairy Sword?
Yes.
There we go. Which Michi's about to get, so.
Okay, this is definitely Michi getting money for Smithy 1.
Secret Shrine is available, well, to Mario when he gets access.
Yeah.
There's just too many things our runners can do at the moment. I think I'd be overwhelmed at this point.
Yeah, because the main thing that's weighing on your mind is that Great Bay Temple requirement for pretty much the whole rest of the game here, because we know GBT's locking out Deku Mask, which is, and we know that the other 2 temples are foolish, so it's not like we're going to get any valuable information before then. So the missing fire and lights are, like I said before, this chain, the seed could just end at Deku Mask. Remaining bits of it could be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Which, given the circumstances, what can we do in GBT without fire?
Most of the temple.
Without fire, we can do most of the temple.
Yes, it's ice that locks most of the temple. You could actually do GBT fireless. You don't need fires, but logically you need fires.
Okay. Swamp Wath. Unfortunately, that's already been cleared out.
Wasn't Swamp Wath? That's a bit late, isn't it? What did we get in Swamp again?
We got... The gold dust.
Oh, the gold dust, yeah. I don't think of anything else we got in Swamp. Ooh, Mirror Shield.
Yeah,
Nice.
we need that. We probably need that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything else in Swamp.
Okay, so at least that we know of. I don't know if anyone's actually checked the grotto by Swamp Spider House yet, so...
I want to say Michi did.
What we got? Another hot container. Okay, so... quickly before we continue, happy 1 hour, everybody. This has been a race for the ages so far. I'm Shanabrat and I'm your restreamer for today. This race is Losers Bracket Round 3, TheMichi versus MrMario. The winner of this race will move on to Losers Bracket Round 4, and unfortunately the loser of this race will be knocked out of the tournament. In the commentary box with me today, I can English and read, is Captain MD13, and in the trackers box we've got Eris and Pilby. How are you feeling so far about this race so far, Captain?
It's very spicy because we've got a lot of knowledge that's been kind of hanging over our runners, but we don't have the keys to set it in motion. And with the revelation of Swamp Way of the Hero, I am now under the impression that both smithies are our arrow upgrades.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just calling it now. Let it so be. Because right now, fire and ice is basically locking out the whole seed.
Yeah.
One of the two could just actually be chilling here. Did Michi get fire while I wasn't looking? Nope.
He's just shook his head like, wait, hold up. I don't have fires. I mean, both of them could be in GBT, right?
Like, fire could be in the first chest, like, for example, yeah.
Yeah. And ice could be vanilla.
That'd be really ugly. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to see, that's why I asked earlier, how many checks are in GBT without fire?
All of them except for God's Hawk Container.
Okay.
I'm wondering who's going to push Darmani as soon as they get healing. Like,
I mean, it obviously depends on how Smithy plays out. Like, if Smithy is both our arrow upgrades, then you're not coming back for Darmani anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, there is a chance we could be in a casino for Keg later, but actually,
who cares about Keg right now when we need fires and ice?
Right.
Ooh, Michi's going back for that, Pat the Snowhead item.
Oh yes, we did know this, notice this from earlier. I don't think it was fire or ice.
No.
Oop. Uh-oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a bit of buffer there. Ooh, what is that? Looks like a mask.
We're about to find out because the Scarecrow camera will show us. It is Letter to Cafe, which is not required anyway.
It's dead.
Why is Michi getting that? He got the hint.
We've already done toilet paper.
Yeah, really interested that Michi decided to divert for that.
Oh.
Now, granted, he had to come here anyway to check Smithy, and he's running out of time to do so. Just enough time to check, get hot spring watered.
He could have forgotten the hint, yeah. That's Letter to Mama, not Letter to Cafe. Which we have. We know where Letter to Mama is.
Yeah, where was it? You spoke it to life.
Sewers.
That's right.
It was that very first chest in Sewers. The maze one. Here we go. Is Smithy going to be our WAF? Because it is potential that Smithy isn't our WAF, guys.
It's possible, but the other thing is the only thing we found in Southern Swamp is that gold dust. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that Swamp Waff is for gold dust now. This is a very... I'm trying to think. This is
a very bottlenecked seed, isn't it?
It's pretty bottlenecked, but we've had access to... Where was Hookshot again? Zoe Grotto. Oh, so it was locked by explosives. Where was the first bomb bag? Or was the only bomb bag, for that matter?
Oh, it was... I don't remember. Unless that was in Swamp.
It was on the All Knight's Mask long story.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Now, where do we find All Knight's Mask? That was on Termina Field, I think. Or was that the Termina Field sunken chest?
Underwater sunken chest, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. Alright.
I think to remember, chat. Sorry.
Alright, Smithy 1. Heart piece. Alright. Alright.
Okay, so it's not double elementals. Sorry to break it to you.
If this is fire, I think you rush GBT.
I think if it's ice, you rush GBT. Ice is more important for GBT than fires is.
Ice is more important for GBT, but it ends up being the most logically dense area you have available to you. No, small lie. Shrine is also in play.
Good job, video. I got it. Ha ha ha.
Oh, Hot Spring Water Grotto is something, and it's circus leaders. Lol, thanks, game. Thanks, game. Not helping. Bank 3 is also in logic.
Get circused, bro.
If one of the elementals is on Bank 3, ew.
I just realized pendants in a waff location.
Yeah, but we know that's not required, but wishful thinking, though.
I still can't believe he's doing LTK. My heart is broken.
Yeah, this is very strange.
Yes, we have all of our always hints. We have all of our hints now, actually.
Yes, we do.
Southern Swamp is our last one.
So yeah, we know that East Clocktown is way of the hero for Zormask. Swamp is likely Wath. Bag 3 is not an always hint. Is Bag 3 an always hint in
Nope, sometimes.
It is sometimes? Okay, so it's possible. Yeah, it is possible, and now Michi's both runners getting the gold dust. So yeah, it is possible Bag 3 could be required.
Runner high five, yep.
Yeah, I think if you're Michi, you turn this in, but you get light arrows now. Because now it's starting to become an issue with light arrows, because those do you two favors. They get you Bank 3 easily, and they get you Shrine. So altogether, that's 6 checks. So yeah, I think if you're Michi, you get light arrows now. And MrMario sees the Swamp Waff. Unfortunately, again, he does not have the Fisherman's game hint.
Yeah, he still hasn't gone to Ranch, so he does not know just how important GBT is right now.
Yep, Hookshot decided to be a little glitchy there for MrMario.
Well, MrMario got Mask of Truth.
That's pretty much his only saving grace, but he's not going to be able to check that until day 3.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's going to be heading in that direction pretty quickly, courtesy of Smithy 2.
Yep, Michi forgot about Leonard Cafe being dead. L.
Yeah, and we know that the last item is going to be Postman's Hat. Now, granted, this could be interesting knowledge.
I think he
Michi...
just remembered.
Yep, there's the shield
He just
spams.
remembered. His face reaction was just like, wait, hold up. It's dead. Oh, I'm definitely gonna question him about that if he comes in for an interview and be like, so hey, so LTK, huh? Having fun? You can see it. He's just like, get down. Why am I like this? Oh, is he doing gossips?
Looks
Yep.
like it, yeah. And as I said before, this is the better time to do it because now light arrows are starting to become important. They weren't necessarily needed about 30 minutes ago until Garomash showed up.
Yeah. Struggling to play New Wave there. Just because we're good at racing this game doesn't mean we know how to play the songs right. I don't remember what happens if you play the wrong songs like gossips. It sounds like a can of beans. I mean, I'll never unhear that now. You had to ruin that for me, didn't you?
Yeah. Alright, so Mr. Mario's hit the owl statue.
Time to sit on the floor and just bang the top of the bean cans with spoons now.
Hey, at least it's not randomly tuned falling metal pipes.
that featured on the race last night.
I very much do prefer metal pipes, chat. Thank you for asking.
Actually, so do I, yeah. I actually really hate beans. So, yeah, you'll never see me eating beans. The vuvuzela is a potential instrument. Yeah.
The what now?
The vuvuzela. It's like,
I'm sorry, did Michi just... Huh?
Yeah. Even he was like, what?
Stop me if you've heard that one before.
Yep. Game, please. Ooh, couples mask. Oh, Captain, by the way, when I was in the race room earlier, Michi says hi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll say hi to Captain for me," so... Okay, so I feel like East Cocktail Loft is fulfilled, but we still got Letter to Moment to do. Blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, no way Mr. Mario's getting Scarecrow song for LTK. No way.
This might be for checking Clifford. Because that is something I've seen runners do.
Yeah.
And I also believe, has Mr. Mario been to Path to Snowhead yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because if not, then this could just be prep work.
Yeah. There we go. Light hours for Michi now. Both of our runners are just high-fiving everywhere. Like, just following and doing the same stuff. It's time for Smithy 2, guys.
Yeah, this is kind of a moment of truth here. I'm like 99% sure this is the Swamp Way of the hero now.
Yep. Hey! Let's go, Fire Arrows.
All right, now you go to GBT.
Yep.
I mean, GBT or Shrine, take your pick, but I'm seriously thinking GBT. Oh, Keg Trial. Michi, what are you doing? You don't have Lullaby.
I think you might have realized that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
As well is now available.
Yeah, I think this, I mean, I would be shocked.
Shiro. We're getting a Shiro check.
Yeah, perfectly valid. I would be very, very surprised if Ice Arrows were on Bank 3 right now. Because it's entirely possible.
Yep. Oh, Shiro. Why are you giving me bombs, Shiro? I have questions.
Alright, we got stage lights here. Giant's Mask.
Because you like bombs, thanks, Shiro. I appreciate it. Guys, we got Shiro in the chat today with us as well. We've healed him. He's blessed us with his presence.
Alright, looks like MrMario is instead going to go for Shrine and to check the ledge back here.
We still haven't found Ocean Title Deed yet, have we?
No, we have. Whoops! I don't think MrMario meant to void out yet.
I think it's a red rupee, but...
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, we got another hint. This could be MrMario's big chance to see Fisherman's no.
Whoa, ooh, rough.
Alright, and now we're seeing a... this is going to be a save scum for the letter to Mama for Michi.
And then that will fulfill East Clocktown, except for Gorman, but... Again, at this point, I really don't think there's anything else in East Clocktown.
I'm not particularly convinced either. I mean, it's perfectly in logic, and as I've said many times before, if logic says it can be a possibility, then it is a possibility.
Okay, so first letter to Mama is... nothing. Okay.
Alright, cue the reset. Thank you, Windows 10.
There's bound to be something in Shrine at this point. Like, why not? It's dead.
It's either Shrine, GBT, or if we want to be super cynical, Bank 3.
Yeah. Could also be Bremen.
If it shows up, then yes, but it could be Mask of Truth. We've had Doggy Race in our pocket for a while.
So, what is Michi going to do in this lovely time that he has? He also needs to unvert. Okay, so...
Well, not necessarily, because at the moment, time is still an issue because of Doggy Racetrack.
Yeah.
So I could see him holding off on the unvert for just a little while. Pulling out bow and bombs.
We're currently in an Ice Arrows casino.
Effectively, yes. Now, and if that's the case, this seed could be done after, this seed could just be done after Deku Mask, but it is entirely dependent on, ecosystem logic, actually. It just clicked. We have fire and light.
Well, it's not because we don't have ice.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Stupid Ice Arrows.
Yeah. Alright, so now MrMario's getting the hot spring water for the gold dust, and luckily he doesn't need to worry about Smithy 1. We do know that's dead, so hopefully he gets the gold dust here, picks up fire, and this will set him on the path to ice. I'm at this point convinced fire is locking ice if it's not in Shrine.
I think at this point, I think I know what Michi's doing. I think he's gonna do Shrine, and that's why he stayed inverted.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad play. I mean, it's the most dense check we have before GBT.
Yeah. This is one of those unhinted Wath Shrine. Yep, there we go. You know, I don't think Mario checked this grotto. Because if you're checking this grotto, you may as well do Shrine while you're here.
Yeah, he did not check this. Could our tracker actually, could our tracker do us a huge favor and mark Garo for MrMario?
That is true.
Many thanks.
He has not checked Graveyard.
No, he's not. Yeah, so he could just clear this whole place in one fell swoop.
Well, he can't do day one, so he can't get Oath, but, eh.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, it's already final day, and there's no point checking Dampe, because that's not even hinted.
It's okay, Pilby. Here, have a head pat and a cookie.
So, yeah, it depends on if Storm shows up. I'm still convinced Blue Boss Warp can be healing more Storms at this point.
Yep. Ooh, first big chest already.
Alright.
Ice arrows.
Romani Mask.
No.
Still nice.
Yeah. Oh, we have GFS and FD. Does Gilded really matter at this point?
Not that much.
It saves you the effort of having to, you know, press a button to use the sword. Like, that's not B-mapped. GFS is a bit of a pain in the butt. Note to anybody ever, please do not quick kill the dude here in Shrine, because it will softlock again. I'll be right back. I have to take a phone call.
Surely. Alright, this is MrMario checking the gold dust here. That is not a gilded chest on the Wiz Robe, so we are out of here. And Michi is gonna just bite the bullet here and do ward first. At this point, you have to toss the whole place anyway, so you might as well. So yeah, the chain so far is All Knight's Mask to bombs to hookshot to fire arrows, if I'm reading my chain notes correctly. And for all we know, fire could be directly locking ice. Michi just tanking all these hits at the moment. Unfortunately, doesn't have a whole lot more health to play with here. Alright, Icona Pillar is... was that a bottle? Question mark? He's gonna go ahead and do Egos now. This is actually mainly gonna be for information more than anything, and the song. If this is Storms, then we need Keg. Because the other song is most likely on Boss Blue Warp. Not necessarily. Boss Blue Warp could be Elegy or Goron Lullaby because both temples are foolish. And Chad also brings up a good point that Lullaby does give us Springtime. Although, oh yeah, Springtime can be...
Sorry.
Springtime could potentially be checks, even if Snowhead Temple's foolish. Am I right in saying that Snowhead Temple foolish can still mean valid Springtime checks?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I think.
Oh, Wart's got something. Oh, double defense. It's a nice reward, especially considering Michi's running a quarter and a half, heart and a quarter at this point. Oh wait, that was Garo Master, not Wart. My bad. Oh, this is another big gilded chest. Is this our ice arrows?
Come on, give us the ice. Yes, let's go.
So light arrows directly locking ice arrows.
Damn.
All right. This should effectively put Michi on the path to go here. In fact, that could very easily just be GG right now. But I think what's going to happen is Michi's first going to just hit the owl statue. Now, that being said, MrMario is also doing shrines, so he is also on the path here.
Yep.
And as far as dungeon progression is concerned, they're both virtually identical in positioning. That being said, MrMario is up on Michi and Egos, and it looks like the song was Vanilla G.
Vanilla G.
So yeah, Boss Blue Warp is either Goron Lullaby or a trash song at this point. It's probably Goron Lullaby.
We can hope for Goron's Lullaby because then we won't need Keg.
Right. Michi is also down the Oath song. He has not checked Captain's Hat.
Ooh, Postman's Freedom. Money.
Bummer.
I mean, neither runners have Fisherman's... Oh, yeah, MrMario still doesn't have required Fisherman's.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, shit, that's really gonna put him in a bad place.
Oh, yeah,
because he could complete GBT and then be like, now what? Where's Deku? And not realize.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Ideally, MrMario finishes up Shrine and then heads straight to Ranch to check Dog Race. But yeah, that missing, and he was literally seconds away from getting into Coco Shack to read the hint. Now, in MrMario's position, he knows it's lower brackets in that if he doesn't win, it's tournament over. So he could take the gamble. It would be a very far off gamble, but it could nevertheless work.
I feel like the longer that Mario puts off Ranch, the further behind it's going to put him.
Right.
Because Michi knows where Deku is, but Mario doesn't, and it's going to be it could be his downfall.
Oh no. Michi got Michi, you have Garo Mask.
Michi's getting the hugs and snuggles from the Redads, you know?
Indeed. Okay, so the nice thing about Ice being where it is you are guaranteed double defense, which will make final bosses easier.
Yeah.
All bosses for that matter, because yeah, I would like to remind the audience, we have been able to get into a dungeon for a while, but we've only just now been able to get into a dungeon that we can actually finish.
Can't believe it took this long. And of course, it had to be the temple that basically requires the jankiest of things to get into and complete.
Mm-hmm.
Good old GBT, huh?
All right, now Michi is pulling out the captain's hat, so he is probably going for Oath now.
See, if I was Michi at this point, I would just push all the temples and hope to God that you don't need Keg. Once he's obviously done Oath.
I wonder if the Upper Icona hint stones would reveal... If the Upper Icona hint stone would have revealed Fisherman game.
Yeah. It's probably Ocean Tidal, dude. Or Swamp Spider House is the other hint. If it's Swamp Spider House, then Mario's absolutely screwed. Like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he realizes that he's missing an always hint, though. Like, he's bound to have noticed. hopefully.
Yeah, and this is a lesson I have said time and time again. You definitely want to fill out your always hint pool.
Yeah. This is a perfect example of why you do that. Yeah, the can of beans is a very limited ocarina sound. It's not actually a can of beans, just so anyone's aware, it just sounds like a can of beans.
Alright, this is going to be Mr. Mario's ice. I do believe we can update our waft to include the fire arrows for Mountain Village. I do believe that knocks all of our watts out of the park here.
Mountain Village was fire arrows.
Yes.
And there's the oath for Michi. Now, if I was him, I'd be straight into GB2. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this seed is definitely bringing out the spicy for the hints. Like, I never thought I'd see a required gossips, let alone gossips and fisherman. Like, wow.
Yeah, and both runners, for the most part, pretty much last location dice arrows.
Yeah. Here's the hope, right? If it's like healing on Blue Boss Warp, at least then we can pretty much hope that Goron's Lullaby is on Sonata, because we still have that song check. It's still better than having to last locate Keg.
Alright, Mr. Mario is also going into GBT. Now, it's possible he could just beeline it for Fisherman's game after, again, taking the gamble. And knowing that, potentially knowing that he is missing an always hint. It's not ideal is the only problem, so we'll see how he goes about this. How long do you have to play Fisherman's game for night 3?
Sorry?
Can you play Fisherman's game on night 3? Or is it is it just any time?
I think it has to be in between like 10 and 8 or something.
Okay, so and it looks like
I don't
Mr.
know, though. I could be completely wrong. I don't even remember how Fisherman's game works.
And Mr. Mario is inverting anyway, and I assume that's just in case things go downhill. And in case he wants to make time for Fisherman's.
This game is definitely neck and neck.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, unfortunately, Mr. Mario missed the water wheel, so that is not helping.
So, Brot, it is a required Fisherman's game, but Mario does not know that. Mario just has not got that hint. So it hurts. It'll hurt Mario a lot, especially because he's on final day. The hint is in Ranch, and he hasn't had it yet, and it hasn't been duped anywhere, so I'm going to assume maybe it's in Swamp Spider House. Which means, yeah, he might not get that hint unless he goes to Ranch. So it's a spicy situation right now. What's on Fisherman's? Deku Mask.
Alright, so Mr. Mario's finished up the water wheel, is now proceeding along. Michi now several rooms ahead.
With Gossip Stones and Fisherman's required in this scene. No,
Whoops.
Michi!
Alright, well, this gives Mr. Mario an extra half a minute or so to kind of catch back up here.
This is where we're actually all wrong, and Mario did get that hint. but I swear he didn't get that hint.
No, I'm fairly certain he just missed getting into the Cocoa Shack. Let me check the VOD. Give me a minute. And now I'm actually getting a little paranoid.
Yeah, the other hint being in springtime would be very beneficial because there is, 2 hints in springtime.
Except if Lullaby is behind Deku Mask. That would be the only major wrench in the works there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there was something about Fisherman not being available during certain time frames. Are we gonna see anybody do the Zora Mask Fisherman's game strat today? Imagine if LG was a secret to Fisherman. Oof.
Yeah, I can confirm that MrMario definitely ran out of time to check the hint in Ranch, so he definitely doesn't know about it.
I mean, he's still got time to do it now, but will he at this point? I think he's gonna start getting desperate for Deku soon.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't help that at the same time you've okay, there we go. At the same time you've also last locationed they're basically synced up. It doesn't help that at the same time you've basically last locationed your ice arrows.
Oh, I'm waiting for Keg to appear and just be like Keg W.
Keg wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for MrMario.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad for Michi because he's still on... Oh no, never mind. It's not...
Although, that being said, in order to check the hint on day 1, he would have to reset away the chance at Fisherman game. And that would basically send him off the path. Yeah, both runners I've noted, definitely are making a couple of execution errors in GBT, and this is giving... This is kind of bridging the gap a little bit, but MrMario is making a detour for Wart.
Yeah, I think they're both a bit nervous about their execution today. I personally don't think Keg's going to be required in this scene. I really don't. We still have 2 song checks.
It's probably not. If it is, then it can be literally anywhere, except in 2 dungeons. So at the same time, it could be almost anywhere, but it's not like you have a lot of areas you don't have to worry about, like especially Stone Tower Temple and Snowhead Temple, because those areas have a lot of checks in them.
Yeah.
That being said, Keg could very easily just be in the inverted Stone Tower chests.
It could be anywhere, but I really don't think it's a priority. Like, if I was racing this, I would be, like, ignoring Keg.
Oh, yeah, I would agree that ignoring Keg is definitely the better call for now. But yeah, if you are rooting for MrMario, you are hoping that he just takes the gamble and goes straight to Fisherman's game after the dungeon is over.
But why would he?
Well, absolutely. Why would he? It's the likelihood that he's going to is not likely, but at the same time, at the same time, he can't do any other dungeons. He can't get into Woodfall Temple. So if Deku doesn't show up, all that's going to be left for him are one-off checks anyway. So... including Ranch, which, if he does get the Ranch hint during day 3, then he's golden, because then he can just turn around and go do Fisherman's game.
Mm-hmm. So Michi's setting up Fisherman's game now.
Yes, boosting to day 2.
Yep. You gotta hope that that fisherman's hint is on springtime.
Yeah, and the only real way that's gonna work. The only real way that's gonna work is if Lullaby shows up.
Yep. And he goes straight for Snowhead and doesn't do anything else.
Unfortunately, even if he does go straight for... Oh, actually, no. He's going to go mode Snowhead Temple because it's foolish.
Yeah, exactly.
So that does help. But yeah, it looks like Michi's going to be the first to George here. But yeah, FD makes this a complete joke.
Yep.
Well, when George decides to hold still, there we go.
I know. He was going for it. He was like swim, swim, swim. Guys, we're having sushi for dinner. Courtesy of Michi. A bonus you.
Okay.
I know. What? Almost 2 hours for first dungeon.
All right.
That's rough.
And our dungeon song is... Go on, Lullaby.
So that is Michi in Go mode, essentially.
Yeah.
Michi in Go mode. He just needs to go get Deku.
Which he knows exactly where it is. So yeah, unfortunately for MrMario, that's probably going to be GG.
Yep. Sadly so.
I think even if he had the Fisherman hint based on where he is now, I think Michi already edges out just a little bit. Just based on position. Because he has now gone back for Oath. So...
Also, that's true. Mario did do Wart, Michi did not.
That is also a big difference maker.
Which proves, I think, that Mario definitely does not know about Fisherman.
Yeah, because he's checking everything looking for Deku Mask.
Yeah. Are we gonna get Zora Strat? No, Zora Strat, okay. If anyone who doesn't know the Zora Strat, because of the camera angle, if you use Zora, you can see all 4 torches.
Alright, so yeah, what Michi's going to do here is pull out the Gilded Sword and constantly slash here, and while doing so, while slashing your sword, you cannot fall off ledges. So once the torch eventually flashes for this particular platform, it'll give Michi credit every frame. Because technically Michi is stepping off and then back on every other frame. So actually it's every 2 frames.
Yeah. So he gets like 7 points per or something.
Unfortunately, it seems that the game is being extremely uncooperative right now. You would think with a 1 in 4 chance it would show up eventually. There we go.
Is it? Yeah, 20. And there's the official Go mode. Right there.
Yeah, and this was officially a no dungeon progression seed besides Fisherman game. Again.
Is Michi gonna Go mode Woodfall?
Michi being in Go mode is gonna just go cruising right through it, yeah. We don't even have to go to the monkeys,
I mean,
so
Final
yeah.
Dungeon, Temple, Woodfall.
Oh, yeah, Woodfall Temple. Yeah, he's absolutely gonna just blow right through it.
To be honest, he could probably just go to Night 3, invert, and do all 3 temples.
Probably, but, I don't think it makes the biggest difference when you decide to double time to Night 3.
Yeah. Who will the winner play next? Let's have a look at the brackets, shall we?
The winner of this match plays Andrea, who was semi-recently sent down to the lower brackets. So this will be Andrea's first lower brackets match.
Yeah. Andrea lost against Tony Big Blind in their winners bracket round 3. So yeah, that winner will face the winner of this one.
Alright, so next race is up on the schedule to my knowledge. If I'm reading the schedule correctly. We've actually got a... the next races are scheduled for Thursday. We've got 3, actually. We've got races at 12, 3, and 9 p.m. Eastern this Thursday. Actually, no, the 9 p.m. race has been pushed up to 3 p.m. Never mind. I really got to learn to look at the restream columns for these. But, yeah, we've got 2 matches for Thursday. So 12, so noon and 3. That is all we have as far as Majora's Mask Randomizer for this week.
Yep, the winner of Yuki's vs. Spec will fight Tony Big Blind
And
in the round 4 of winners bracket, which will then go up against Boo.
And I do believe that will effectively set us everybody on the same footing as far as round progression, because I believe that this round needs to be done by the end of the week. Unless I don't have my dates right.
I'm just having a look at brackets.
Because, yeah, it looks like there's only one rounds 3 upper bracket match, and then we go into lower round 4 for everybody else.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think the rest of these matches need to be done by this week. Oh, FaZe is confirming we don't have strict dates for each round. Never mind. Yeah, how often do we have a Fisherman's Game Go mode, by the way?
Never. The fact that we have a Fisherman's Game at all.
That's fair play. But yeah, Fisherman Game not only being required, but being Go mode. And I said that too, didn't I? I said
I've been
Dekumaz
wanting
was just...
Fisherman's Game this whole season.
Not even wanting Fisherman Game, but that Fisherman Game was going to be the end of the chain, and that we wouldn't even have to worry about anything else after. I don't call this trash on purpose.
A lovely clean got kill from Michi.
Indeed.
Part of me just really hopes that MrMario finds that Fisherman's hint. Not that it really matters, because I don't think it's even possible for him to win at this point, because he'd need to go back into Fisherman's. And Fisherman's isn't even available right now for him.
Indeed. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate that MrMario didn't route Ranch in a fashion that would let him check that hint. Ooh, I did not know you can get a GFS snipe through that platform.
Yep. It's pretty nice. The only reason, yeah, it's 4 till 7, but the problem is regardless of whether or not he gets the hint, he can't catch up.
Yeah, Mr. Mario is now, in the time it's taken Michi and taken Mario to full clear Snowhead Temple, Michi's now already about to go into Woodfall Temple. Because Snowhead Temple is a very, very fast go mode dungeon.
Yep.
By comparison to its full clear. Like, Great Bay Temple, not so much. But Snowhead and Stone Tower Temples especially, very, very good go mode dungeons.
Yeah. GBT is the best one, but that's true. There's no point for him to even full clear Snowhead. It's foolish.
That does help.
So I assume he's just getting the raid out, getting the thing out of the way. I said raid as Shake raided. Shake, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. We have had a super spicy seed for you today. Go mode was Fisherman's game.
A hinted Fisherman's game.
Yep. Have a look at these always hints, everybody. Haha. Shan seed.
Indeed, yeah, very spicy seed, and yeah, very interesting path to go mode as well, including a chain of bombs to all Night's Mask to all Night's Mask to bombs to hookshot to gold dust to fire arrows. Or wait, no. Where was gold dust again? Day 2
God.
Woods. Sorry.
Yeah, Mystery Woods.
Yeah. Yeah, we had Wolf Gold Dust today. Was that a Bremen's Mask? Yes, it was.
Maybe that'll make him go to the ranch.
Doubt
you just did Dev 1.16 had double required spider houses. Swamp block. Oh, that's gross. Come on, get the hint. Get the hint, please. Let this be Fisherman's game.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. He got the hint. He got the hint, everybody.
It sets Mr. Mario on the path to go mode, but unfortunately it is just going to be too little too late, and Fisherman's game not currently available, so he has to uninvert here.
Bruh, so sad. Spring giving the middle fingers, yep. Boat's there, yes.
Oh, happy 2 hours, folks.
Happy 2 hours, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. So, this is the Losers Bracket Round 3 between TheMichi and Mr. Mario. TheMichi, both of our runners are currently in go mode. However, due to a lack of ranch hints from Mr. Mario's side, he did not know that Deku was on Fisherman's game. This has been a very, very spicy season. I've quite enjoyed myself. I'm Shenanbread, I'm your restreamer for today and one of your commentators, and the other commentator with me is Captain MD13, and our two lovely trackers, Eris and Pilby. The winner of this race will then move on to the next round of the Losers Bracket, and unfortunately, the loser will meet a terrible fate and will be knocked out of the tournament. How are you feeling about this seed, Captain?
You know, all things considering, it was very spicy, but still not too long. We're going to be done here in about 10 minutes, despite everything. And I think it helps. The main reason that is because, like, there was no dungeons again. Because, once again, this has been a virtually complete overworld seed.
Say, I'm really appreciating Mr. Mario doing Fisherman's game vanilla.
Yeah. I think if you're Michi, you're still sweating a little bit, even though the seed has been relatively quick. Again, you did last location your ice arrows, and those have been on the field for some time, because lights were fairly early, because lights were on Gossips, and we got New Wave on Goron Baby, which was very easily accessible.
Yep.
But yeah, and Pixel Shake agrees with me as well. It's been very unlikely that dungeons have had progression in Season 4.
At least the wafts weren't, like, full of garbage. And
Indeed.
Loads of, like, checks that you just, like, ugh. You know, like, East Clocktown had Zora and Wallet. That was it. And they were required. That wallet wasn't even required. But Zora was, you know.
Pretty much.
Wallet's a part of every seed. It's true. We did have Mountain Village Wath. So getting that wallet in a Wath location, we were like, makes sense.
Yeah, although what I think it ended up being Wath to a Wath here because of gold dust leading to fire.
Yep.
So not the best, but at the very least, everything else kind of just fell on our lap in the opener. Like, we had a opening hook shot and bombs. Garo was reasonable. Deku and Zora were practically Sphere 0.
Goron.
Did I say... I meant Goron and Zora, sorry.
I was gonna say Deku was like final sphere shit.
Yeah, and I had said earlier in the seed as well that it's possible Deku Mask could just be the end of this chain, especially when we got the 2 temples hinted foolish. That's what gave me the uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Michi almost got snuggled there.
Yeah. Well, he did get snuggled earlier, you know?
Alright, and it looks like Michi's time of day is perfect right now. Yeah, just about to hit 9 o'clock. Yeah, Stone Tower Temple doesn't take 6 hours in go mode.
The climb is probably one of the most time-consuming parts of Stone Tower Temple. Free hug time? Yeah, free hugs for everybody.
What was our Clock Tower song? Clock Tower song was Sonata, right? Yeah, it was Sonata.
Yeah, it was. Because we were just like, why?
Yeah, because Sonata, this has been a recurring habit lately, at least in the races I've called, is that the Skull Kid song is required but not useful.
Yep. It was nice that Keg wasn't required.
Whoopsie, hello. But yeah, in this case, it was Sonata, which wasn't going to do us any good because Deku was literally go mode.
Yep.
Michi getting a little bullied here by the Beamos.
Yep. That's why I wear the stone mask when I climb Stone Tower. Beamos. But the bees are back.
I already did my beast joke today.
I'm so hungry. I need food.
Me too, actually. I'm gonna eat right after this race. Alright, this is pretty much the only thing keeping Michi done from quick finishing the dungeon is that bomb jump, because it is such a tough bomb jump. Interesting, Michi deciding to target the chest there. Not a whole lot else to say at this point, except, again, and I'm going to be hammering this point in the future, is definitely make sure you, again, the lesson of this seed is get your always hints double-checked. Now, granted, getting Mr. Mario's Deku Mask hint fulfilled would have taken quite a lot of effort, but in this case, it was just the vital information that he needed, and I can speak for I can speak as well for missing vital information that would have given me a race.
Yeah. It's really difficult, and I feel really bad for Mario. I genuinely do. If he had got that hint, I feel like this race would have been down to the second.
Absolutely, especially because both runners were entering GBT at roughly the exact same time. This had Mr. Mario had that knowledge, this absolutely would have been a proper down to the wire race. Yeah, as it stands, Mr. Mario is going to be pretty much wrapping up Stone Tower Temple around the time Michi's finish. Wrapping up the Stone Tower climb around the time Michi's finishing. Time of day is set correctly for Michi, though. Looks like Mr. Mario's is pretty okay, too. He is inverted, so he's probably going to uninvert upon entering Stone Tower.
Yeah.
If not, right before Twin Mold. Still plenty of time to do so.
I think whilst our races are full clearing, finishing this dungeon, we're gonna go to the bathroom before interview time.
Surely.
All right.
Alright, so far Michi having very little trouble with this Twin Mold. I would have laughed if a spin attack had hit both Twin Molds there. Ooh, nice hit. Alright, one down, one to go for Michi, and Mr. Mario is just wrapping up that Stone Tower climb. Any more comedy on this before we wrap up? Nope, just a red rupee. Interestingly, after go mode, all the bait did not show up this time, as is normally typical in these races, but not the case this time.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Michi is just now done with Twin Mold, and he's about to go fight Majora with a great time of day.
Ooh, what a race.
Indeed. Alright, Michi packing a few hearts, double defense. Actually, not as many hearts as I think he would like. It's only 3 1/4 right now, which it should be enough, but it's still a little spooky.
Yeah.
Actually, having said that, Michi does still have half a swig of milk left over. So, actually, he's fine.
Yeah. Old milk. Lovely. Delicious. That's a bit of texture, you know?
I guess. Yeah, this is an appropriate Mask song.
Yep. I was not expecting this seed to take a lot longer, but 2 hours 13 is really not a terrible time.
No, and again, the path to go mode was pretty straightforward, I think, and the fact that we didn't have to touch.
It was just pure bottleneck. If keg had to be required, then yeah, I'd probably say a little different, you know?
Oh yeah, if keg was required, we'd be still here for another hour.
Not pasteurized milk, so it's not gonna last, yep.
Also appropriate incarnation music. Oh, Michi got the stun. And that should do it. Michi is going to be our first to finish with an official race time GG time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 57 seconds. A GG to Michi, and a congratulations for keeping the tournament dreams in his end alive.
Yeah, so Michi is confirmed with shaky hands. Michi has confirmed to come in for an interview, which is fantastic. He'll be ready in a few. I feel like he needs to go shake it all off, you know?
Yeah, I don't blame him, because again, after the Ice Arrow bottleneck, I would imagine both runners were basically losing it at that point, because we've said it many times, you know, if you've last location progression and your opponent hasn't finished, that's probably the worst feeling in the world, because you never know when that other dot done is going to come up onto your screen. But yeah, MrMario has also DNF'd and will not be finishing, so
I mean, yeah, that was no surprise, really.
Yeah. Still, again, a very, very close race. And you can see MrMario was almost done. He only needed about 5 more minutes. So again, a fantastic race from both of our runners. Let's get them both in here for an interview.
GG's, guys. GG's. Wow.
GG's.
So, my first question. Why did you pick up LTK, Michi?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, we saw the realization at on night 2 as you were just about to go check it.
Yeah, I was like playing Song of Double Time and then looked at my track and I'm like, why is LTK there? And why is it X? Oh no. Yeah, then buy 3 minutes or something, I don't know.
So For the most part, this race was insanely close. MrMario, unfortunately, you weren't able to make it to the Cuckoo Shack hint, which was the other Fisherman game
Oh, of
hint.
course it was.
Yeah,
So-
our heart was breaking for you, honestly. We were like, he never got the Fisherman's hint, and we were banking that one springtime check had Fisherman's game on it, or else you would have just been like, where's Deku?
Yeah. Well, I knew
Like-
it had to be locked behind Great Bay, otherwise Stone Tower Temple wouldn't be foolish.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
other than that, yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
springtime, boom, right?
How did you guys feel about those hints?
That's alright.
I mean, first we got light arrows on gossips. That was based.
Yeah. Mountain Village, Way of the Hero was pretty good. Otherwise, you just last location those fire arrows, definitely.
Yeah, and it helped that the only major progression you got in Swamp was the gold dust.
Yeah, that was also Way of the Hero, so I guess two kind of led to the same item.
The game's like,
Yeah.
if you're not sure that Smithy is Way of the Hero, here's your proof. Michi, your reaction to the Fisherman's game hint. Honestly, you should have seen our reactions. We were like screaming, and like within I think I got to about an hour and a half. We were like Deku's go mode. Like,
Yeah, I knew Gecko was go mode from that point on because like lights being hinted already and stuff.
Lights
I
being-
knew.
Lights being hinted. The only major bottleneck was ice arrows, which realistically, the worst they could have been on was Bank 3.
Yeah.
And especially with light arrows, the nice thing is both of you were able to pick up light arrows not right away because they weren't locking anything else besides ice, and Garo was a bit later to the bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit of a chain for fire arrows because you did need to get it was like All Night's Mass to bombs to hookshot led to something in PF to lens.
Garo
Lens, Garo Mask, that's right. Gar was in PF, that's
Garo
right.
and Lens actually.
Although it was Lens wasn't even needed for anything, was it? I don't think so.
Logically,
Technically it
to
was.
get the spring water.
If you-
Oh yes, the hot spring water. Yeah, because hot spring water locked fire. So yeah,
Yes.
lens was required. So yeah, that was the chain for fire. Other than that, the chains weren't particularly complex. This actually wasn't a particularly complex seed, just because it was a no dungeon seed again. Besides having to do GBT just for Fisherman game.
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't that complex, but there's still so many things you open up very early on. You got early hookshot, early bow, Goron, and Sora.
Very true. I think this seed would have spiraled out of control if Keg was required.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
very scared that Keg was required, and then I got Lullaby from George and was like, wait, how? Oh yeah, Snowhead is foolish, that makes sense. I was convinced at the very start when I got the Snowhead hint in Observatory that it was either healing or storms.
Yeah, we were thinking that it was possible that it could be healing on Boss Blue Orb as well, because we knew GBT basically had to be the first logically clearable dungeon at this point, given our song knowledge. So we figured, all right, healing could just very well lead to maybe both Lullaby and Elegy, for all we know. But not the case today.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting watching the path and stuff, and just the seed didn't really. It told you where Deku was and lights, but the Watts didn't really point you in any particular direction except for Zora.
Yeah, I think if East Clocktown were swapped out for Shrine, this would have been a very different seed.
It would have been a very fast seed actually.
It would have actually, yes, it would have. I would think it would have actually been Jet if it was, if East Clocktown was swapped out with Shrine Wath. But that being said, again, you both played fantastically. Like, for perspective, you both were entering GBT at virtually the same time. So the only thing that separated you two at that point was Michi's knowledge of Deku Mask. That was about it.
Yeah, that and
That was
execution
literally it.
probably.
My execution sucked. Let's be real.
You were both having a couple of issues in GBT. So yeah, from that point, you were basically neck and neck.
quality issue.
Yeah, man, if I got that Deku hit, just go straight to get the Deku, and is that go mode at that point?
Yes,
I guess.
it's
Basically
pretty-
was go mode, yeah.
yeah. Because
Did you also have Keg and Mirror Shield at that point with Ice Heroes?
I do not know where Cake is.
actually, that's a good question.
Keg, Captain's Hat and Mirror Shield, sorry.
Yeah, I had those, yeah.
Yeah, then it basically was go mode, because it
Yeah.
was for me when I got Lullaby from George.
That's a good question, actually. Shannon, do we have the spoiler? Where did Keg wind up? Where did Keg wind up sitting?
Let me have a look for you. Give me a moment.
Because
Let
I'm
me
actually
check.
curious now.
Oh,
I'm actually thinking it was probably somewhere in Stone Tower Temple. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it was foolish.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it wasn't
So-
foolish, just wasn't
Or
required.
just not required, so it could have been in a foolish location.
It was in Pohut.
Hey!
Oh,
Which-
wow.
imagine that. Wow. Yeah, that was... Yeah, it's a good thing Ice was late, because, yeah, that would have sent you both astray had you decided to check that.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
what's
That's what I
healing.
was thinking. I was like, wow. Like, it's not even in a foolish location. That's rough. Like, that could have spiraled things out of control.
Indeed. Well,
Also- so sorry, go on.
no, you first, Michi.
I want to say that was my first time I had required Fisherman and Gossips in S4.
I am very glad to see you. I've been asking all season for a required Fisherman game. Well, not all season, more so all brackets, but I've been asking for a while for a required Fisherman's game, and I'm very happy to see it here this morning.
Yeah, me too. I was just like, that's lovely, you know? And someone was like, imagine getting a Gossips and a Fisherman's. Like, that's so rare. You know, and they were both hard required. It wasn't even like a required bomb bag. It was like, it was hard required. Both of them. I was like, that's rough. But I loved it. You should, if you get a chance, watch back the VOD, and the moment that we see the Fisherman's hint is like, we're like screaming. It's so good.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't wake anybody up in my house, because it was only 8:30 in the morning when we saw that on my end. So, that
Yeah.
being all right. So that being said, Mr. Mario, unfortunately, you have met with a terrible fate and are out of the tournament. Michi, you go on to face Andrea in round 4. So thoughts from the both of you?
Go on.
Yeah, it was fun. I love playing Majora's Mask every now and again, even though it's not my main game. But yeah, had a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for the matches throughout the tournament, and good luck, Michi, going forward.
Thank you, thanks for playing.
Yes, thank you both for an amazing race today. Are there any last comments from you, Captain, before we wrap things up?
No, I'm pretty content with how today turned out.
Oh yeah, me too. Honestly, it's been absolutely phenomenal. If you just give me a moment, I need find a thing, but of course I can't find anything I'm ever looking for at the right time. So, for MMR, we've got a few races coming up over the next couple of days. If it loads. Here we go. So, we had the race today, which was Mario versus Michi. We have 3 on Thursdays. So, at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got BC Guppy versus Ecola. At 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got Yuki's versus Spec. So, sorry, it's only 2 races. Yeah.
That's okay. I literally made that same mistake 30
Oh,
minutes
God.
ago.
So confusing. But those are the 2 races that we've got coming up next. And for ZSR, we've got lots of Wind Waker, Zelda 2 Randomizer, and then A Link to the Past later in the week. So that is it from us on ZeldaSpeedRuns for MMR today anyway. There's a bit of Wind Waker later, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled. But thank you. And goodbye from me. If you guys want to say bye too.
See you, folks.
Bye.
Alright.